friends, Jeff here with RV Optimizer, and we're going on our next journey to figure out what RV we're interested in buying. And so they're again top of mind. I thought of my friend here, Cameron at La Mesa RV, and said, Cameron, help me look at what we would consider some high quality RVs that you have. Still interested in the B plus C class size. I just like that. I think it's easier to maneuver around for what we're going to do with it. And so we were talking about the leisure travel van. So has a reputation for being a little higher quality. So he got another one in here that we're going to take a look at. He's going to walk us through some of the things that we should know about it. And Cameron, I'm going to turn it over to you to tell us a little bit about what we're going to see and why I should be interested in this one.
This is the Leisure Unity, the 24RL. It's a very versatile floor plan. You get multiple kind of living area spaces. You get a Murphy bed. You get big panoramic windows in the back.
Is this one also the lithium setup in the...
Correct, yeah. So it comes with lithium batteries. Standard is one 270 amp hour Battleborn battery. You can get a second battery installed, which is just going to power you for longer without needing to use the generator or plug in, and then the 3,000 watt pure sine inverter.
Yeah, I love that. It looks like a unique setup in the back door. What is that
let's
about?
Take a look.
Oh, so it's a big door instead of...
Yeah, so big storage, and this has the optional table that will fit right there if you guys want. So this gives you kind of the capacity to take more awkward, bigger, larger things compared to the smaller storage drawers. And our lithium battery bank is going to be over here as well. This has, again, the second battery, which I would recommend getting it. Never hurts to have too much power.
You don't see people complaining that they have too much. So this whole area right here is what they changed. You should, I think, cut down to here, and then you had these little things over here. But you still have little compartments there.
Yep.
But the nice thing about that is I think you're less likely to fall through that at night, too.
Yeah, so it's a wider platform. It's a lot bigger, and then as it gets deeper underneath, you got a little bit of extra place if you want to put your slippers or shoes or things like that.
I like it.
Almost like a mudroom.
So I don't know if I would go white with the leather, but it does make it feel bigger, I guess, with that color in here.
Yeah, it does. The other option is more of a tan-like color. This will be the Dove interior, and then this also has the option for the white wrapped cabinet drawers. Otherwise, they would be the same color as the wood that you pick out if you didn't want that option.
I like this color.
Yep, this has got the concrete, so it's more of a almost like a grayish, and then they also offer a mineral white for the countertop.
And because of the battery setup or the power setup, we have an induction cooktop instead of any propane, which I like.
Induction cooktop, your air conditioner, microwave, all your 110 outlets, all of that can be powered from your batteries.
And this extends, I think, your countertop, right?
Yep, that'll come down and essentially allow you to have more counter space, which we could all use.
Absolutely.
This does have the optional safe as well.
I do like that.
And then you got the redesigned seats from Mercedes up front.
There.
Yep, so this is another option, which is really nice to have. Automatic leveling. Let's say we're at a campsite that's not completely level. You push one button and it will level for you. You don't have to have blocks or anything like that. You also have your water heater control right here. And then you've got a battery heat control element right here. Let's say it gets below 36 degrees. Lithium batteries like to be warm to work and be charged, so you would flip that on if you were in some colder weather.
And that kind of monitors itself. If it doesn't need to be on, it won't turn itself on, right?
Yep, it's not going to overheat them.
Yeah, no, this is interesting setup. And is that the water heater down there?
Is that your heat's coming out of there?
Yeah.
And then you've got the water heater above that.
Got it. So you really don't want to use that for storage so much, but then you've got
the old pantry,
which is always nice. Electric fridge.
Yep, 12-volt fridge, very efficient, cools quickly. You can freeze ice cream, pull out freezer. Don't have to worry about altitude or not being level.
And the thing that's kind of nice about this, in our last ones, the microwaves were like
too
to
tall.
Stand on a box to get to them. This one's a little bit more eye level.
If it's too tall, that can be dangerous.
Before we get into this second space, which is really cool again.
Yeah. A split bathroom from the shower, which is nice, a little bit extra space in each.
And if I'm not mistaken, this little mirror kind of blocks out your window, right?
Yeah.
If you open it. So that you can still have it, but you get your privacy. Lock that. I like how they thought about locking that in there. And Always need space, so that's cool. Roomy enough for what it's designed to do.
This also acts as a cutoff from one area to the other.
Yeah, kind of latches itself in there.
And really good floor space. Typically, you're not going to get this floor space unless you have a big slide out, but this no slide out. Really good space for what you get, and those windows are awesome too, as far as the window space and size.
So you've got your wine rack down here. Your TV, is this just a little storage back here then?
Yeah, that'll fold down.
So up front between those two, there's a mattress back here that lays between, so you actually make those two chairs a single bed.
Yep, nice twin bed, separate sleeping area.
Okay, interesting. This RV has no slide outs.
Correct.
So we're just pulling that and that's our bed.
Yep, you move these cushions, pull on that, it comes down and you've got your bed. It's really easy to set up and break down, and again, you don't have to have the slide out in or slide out in order to use it. It's ready to go all the time.
Different spin on what we'll have to think about is how does that come into play? Sometimes less is more when it comes to these type of things, right? One less thing to break down. Not a bad way to look at it. So, okay, so you have, that's your table goes up front between your two chairs?
You got a table that'll mount right there as well.
You've got
Lagoon
one.
table, they swivel, extremely versatile.
What's cool in such a little van with this space back here, it makes it feel like you have multiple living areas. And with that window, it just makes it feel huge.
All right, so we got one recliner here and then a second recliner on this chair as well. So you got two people, both can be reclined. Yes.
As you
great
sit back and watch TV?
Sit back, watch TV, or you got a nice view when you're out at the park.
And they kind of call that, what, the dog window?
Yeah, dog window, but with the three windows you get back here, you got such a panoramic view. It's really nice.
You really do. It's such a difference how open it feels with that.
Right.
Yeah.
And frameless, they hinge from the top, so if it's raining out and still nice, you can have them open. You're not worried about getting water inside, and then both of those will open as well.
Nice. And you have light control, so when you've got the bed down, you can at least turn things off and on from here.
Yep, you can shut every light off from here, turn every light on as well.
And then a little USB and PD connector. Very nice. I like it. Well, all right. So we came down here. You showed us another one to consider, and very different floor plan than some of the other ones out there. I do think it's a contender. I do like the layout and the uniqueness of it. And any other top thing that I think we should know as we're considering something like this in the hunt for our perfect RV?
Again, it just has to do with floor plan, what you're going to use it for. You've got a lot of different options, but again, they're going to be more similar than different. And the quality, you can't really go wrong.
So, something that near and dear as we're trying to consider that next RV, a little bit idea of the warranty and what's the MSRP?
For the warranty, you're going to get a 2-year warranty on everything that Leisure manufactures. All your appliances are going to have their own warranty from the manufacturer, and then you'll also get a separate Mercedes engine and chassis warranty. The MSRP on this one is $255,440 with the options as it's equipped.
Got it. Okay. And hopefully there's room for negotiation on that? Or, because I know there's some manufacturers that you just like, we don't do much of that on, and Leisure Travel Van tends to be one of those.
They tend to be a brand that tends to get more full MSRP. They're not mass produced. There's a certain amount made, and basically what that does is it keeps the demand much higher than the supply. So we want you happy.
Good for them.
Yes.
I don't know. That helps me.
It also helps the resale value. I will say that with the used
Okay.
models too, where other values can kind of decrease a lot further. You'll tend to hold your value better. None of these are appreciating assets. In my experience, these unities tend to depreciate the least.
With that, thanks, Cameron, for taking us through this as always. I really appreciate your insights and your help with that. We will continue our quest to look for that perfect RV for us, and we'll bring you guys along on our journey as we continue to look for those ones that kind of are making the short list. So with that said, I hope all your future RV trips are optimized. Thanks. We'll see you next time.